going to.
We are off and running.
We should mention that we're going to the auction, and I'll put right now. I'll put that link.
Okay, for the ERA one?
Oh no, because they have to follow Horse Angels.
Right.
If they want to watch the, so I'm going to put that on.
Right. Okay, to watch the one.
One that just calm down.
She's like, I'm so excited. Did you give her one of those stupid waffles?
No, I give her cookies.
You gave her a cookie.
A waffle. That's what she's all over sugar.
I'm going to share that. Yeah, I'll share that this morning. I also got a print something too.
She's talking, isn't she?
Yeah.
I'm not listening either. It's fine.
Okay.
Nobody ever listens.
She said she had to print something.
Is this printer working?
Yes. The only problem is it came out in a tiny. Do you remember that
wait.
waiver
I don't
form?
remember anything.
Oh.
Stop.
And I had to give it to the man to fill in, and it was in a quarter of the page, and I couldn't get it bigger, the ERN one. So we got a magnifying glass out, and he's like, needs must.
You got me.
Yeah, got him as well. I don't think he was that
We
impressed.
should have taken that dog with us today. Your dog.
Where did we go?
Oh, to the nursing home.
Oh, I didn't go anywhere with her, so she would have loved it. She was
She
home
was.
today.
It was wide open, and she could have had a good time. It was a drop-in feather deal. Where are you going? What's the problem? How come you didn't stay in the bed?
He's
Mine
like
is
that.
too exciting.
He's like, Wanda got a cookie.
Huh?
All right, so I'm going to go on to, and I'm going to add that link.
Oh. Go for it.
Go.
Yeah.
We're on.
That top one's Carly's though.
What's this down?
Carly's.
It says Carly on it.
Well, I think so.
It's got stuff in it.
I know. And
Carly.
I'm hoping
Carly
this.
and Elizabeth.
Oh, wait, come here.
I'm hoping this is the one we've been waiting for since the weekend.
Go ahead. Have at it.
Didn't someone say that there's a cake coming?
Oh
Yes,
yes.
there's
You see,
it.
you weren't even here yesterday.
there you
You
go.
heard it.
I've
Oh,
what
Do
is
you know what
it?
that is?
For chirpy.
Birds.
What is it?
Chirpy. Chirpy, we have to set it up in the
Now,
house.
let me see. Oh,
There's a
it's
thing
got a
at the
thingy
end,
inside
yeah,
it.
What is it?
for the chirpy.
It's for the
little chicken. I bring
You
it
never
back
turned
in.
it no, it's for
Penny.
those things.
She got picked on again. She has to come back in.
Leave
Yeah.
me, get away. That's
Oh, thank you so
dog.
very much. You'll love
Yeah,
For
that.
thank
those
you.
birds, isn't it?
Both. You can just. Well, you see, Chirpy's having a bit of a problem. She's got a real. She's a single Pringle. Everybody wants to peck her on the head,
Oh dear.
and so
They
she's.
all want her hair.
They all want her hair.
I see.
So she's
Yeah,
having to
wear
live in
helmet.
Carly's house at the moment.
I see. Okay. Well, we have that was a
She
very
will.
nice.
She will love
Love
that.
that.
Yes.
No.
Thank
Good
you.
boy.
He
Good
is a
boy, Lockie. That was right.
Yeah.
I told you to go there.
Now your mail is there.
Stop.
Mine. That's
Yes.
this one?
Yes. And then, well, there was an envelope, was there not? Was that
One
it?
for silver.
Oh, is it for
Akron,
Colby?
Ohio.
That's Colby's.
Stop licking me.
Carly, stop licking her.
Yeah, Carly.
That's over familiar. Oh, it was like, wasn't me.
There we go. Okay. Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. This is a present from me to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
even more exciting.
Yes.
What's today?
It's a 10.
Thursday.
It's a second set of silver. I could only find one.
Oh,
I could only find one, and I want two when I move into my place where I could have one person coming. See?
oh, what's it called? It's called
It's stainless.
Gorham Blossom.
Yeah, Gorham. See, that's the silver.
Yeah.
So you get. Okay, that's all you need is a fork and a knife.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
Got a
yeah.
few spoons as well for yogurt.
No, I needed a couple of spoons. I didn't have too many spoons in what I got already. So, at any rate, these could go already in that thing out there, and then I'm ready to pack that off.
Which thing?
Huh?
Which is it out in the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
Right. Okay. I go and put it in the kitchen.
See, you get a salad fork and you get a regular fork.
And a soup spoon.
Spoon, another spoon, and another fork. They're heavy. It's nice.
They're nice,
I feel it. It's nice silver. I like it.
It's nice sort of.
And it's stainless steel, which is
It's
even
stainless steel if
better.
you don't polish
None
it.
of that polish nonsense.
I know it.
Nonsense.
Well, Gwen's got the polish nonsense.
You will enjoy that. Right, is it going in?
It goes, one of those things over there.
Where are you going, Wanda? Pass it out and out. You need another cookie?
The thing that holds the speculum.
I know the one.
Got it. Here you go.
Wanda, come here.
There's one that's already got silver in it, right? Don't tell me that got mixed up already.
Daddy gets a cookie.
Look at you, disrupting the cookie issuing.
Well, Wanda wanted a cookie.
Oh,
so I
well.
feed everybody.
That's okay then.
I bet we could trade one. Oh, she spit it out.
She'll get to it.
She's like, these are not the gravy covered ones, Janine. They're just plain.
I know. Yeah. Well, she normally eats chicken in the morning.
Oh, right, okay, so.
She's not starving to death.
Not yet. Not yet. Well, that's
No.
Right,
Lie down.
okay.
Don't breathe on me.
a couple of barn questions. Are any of the four small donkeys related? No,
No.
they are not.
Wanda, stop it. Yes. No, they're not related.
They're just a happy little herd of.
Is this a quiz or is this just a question? Yeah. No, they're not related. Yeah.
Well, if we both got the same answer, there's a good chance it might be right.
All right. Yep.
No, they definitely are not related.
No. No.
She could.
Oh,
She can watch
so on YouTube, apparently all our heads are cut off. It looks all right to me.
Oh, I can move that on the YouTube
No,
kit.
but it looks fine, does it not? That's the YouTube there. Look.
It's better to cut some hair. Like your hair is a little bit bad, so I'll...
My hair's very bad.
Okay, I can fix that.
Do you know why my hair's bad? I got frizzy this morning.
Wanda, stop.
Oh, look. Somebody was listening to you. I'm going to quiz her as to what you said.
Okay.
Janine was saying, when we couldn't really hear her, that we're going to auction at...
Stop breathing on me.
We're going to the Saturday auction and then the Monday auction in Pennsylvania this weekend.
Oh.
And if you want to watch the Saturday auction, she's putting a link up online. Where is
Right
it
now.
online?
I'm putting it on the Crazy Acres. And as soon as I'm done moving the camera...
All right, okay.
Jesus.
On the come on, keep up on the Crazy Acres website.
Good.
So that
Because
people,
I don't know how you get
well,
there.
then you can go on the website.
So I can
Oh,
go there.
Well, no, what has to happen
Yes.
is that you need to follow a page, and I'm putting the link on the Crazy Acres website, the Crazy Acres Facebook feed right now. Here, I'll just hit send. It's out there right now.
And you have to join, don't
You
you?
have to join that, and then on
In advance. You're joined, I think.
Yeah, you have to join in advance, and then when you go into Facebook on Saturday at 2 p.m. they do a live feed where they just walk around and look at all the animals. The auction starts at 4, and you can watch the auction. But it's a private page on Facebook, so you have to join the page. You can unfollow the page after, but you got to join the page in order to see it.
I assume that makes sense to people.
And I can't get a connection to
Hey.
my camera.
Lockie, get back in your bed.
No, unless I can do it this way too.
And you said something
So I'll
else.
put that all on the post right now. I'll go
Yeah,
and-
and you said something else, didn't you? You're ringing.
I don't think I knew that.
Did you say something else as well as about the auction?
We're going to the Lebanon auction on Saturday night, hoping to get some donkeys for the race, for the Packborough race.
Do you think they've got ready trained ones? Can you get those?
Yeah, no, they'll be wild and unhandled.
Yeah.
But we'll get them going, or Elizabeth will get them going. And then so we're really not going to buy any horses there, I don't think. And
No.
then we're going to go to New Holland on Monday, and
Why?
to pick up some horses off, one, maybe two off the back wall.
Because we always bring from the back wall.
So
It'll be
the Lebanon auction is the one where they go in trucks and go away.
No. Well, the Lebanon auction is a little bit higher end. So what happens?
Oh.
The horses go to the Lebanon auction on Saturday night. If they don't sell for the right price, and the lower end horses because the Lebanon auction is run by Brian Moore, who's also a kill buyer. He runs his own pen where he buys and sells horses for lots of different purposes. Plus, any horse that doesn't sell, he will also ship off to Canada or Mexico. So he runs that auction. He goes out to Billings, Montana, which you've been to, and gets loads of horses, like 20 horses from Billings, Montana, these nice quarter horses for this auction. People bring in their other horses. There's usually about, I don't know, 100 horses that run through.
Yeah.
And there's always a lot of donkeys there. And so,
that's why we have to go there.
Yeah, because there's this woman, Wanda, who we've met, not Wanda the dog, but Wanda the person. She drives around and picks up donkeys off of Craigslist and Marketplace, wherever she can find donkeys. She collects them all month and then brings them to the Lebanon auction and auctions them off there. So there'll be all these animals that run through, but all the animals that Brian, there's a bunch of animals that like are local that are, you know, older or not in good health or lame, and those, if they don't get the right price, Brian will take them all to New Holland just to, you know, just to get rid of them. And that New Holland is where there's a whole bunch of kill buyers. So New Holland is, we've had to go from chasing a mule that didn't sell, did a no sale at Lebanon. We had to go to, on Monday morning, we had to go to, we just drove over there and met that horse. Because he'll take them, I mean, like it ends usually at 8 o'clock, so everybody goes back to their whatever hotels. And then Sunday morning, they just load up a bunch of tractor trailers with all of these miscellaneous horses that they just want to kind of get, and they'll consign them over at New Holland, and then, so we went from the Lebanon
cross country
across Pennsylvania to the New Holland auction, and then picked up that mule. So a lot of stuff you see auctioned on Saturday night will then auction again on Monday morning. And Monday morning is when that auction, there's tons of kill buyers, and they just buy them. With the horses that are going to slaughter will get tied up along the back wall.
And they also do that really interesting thing where they come off the buggies straight in. So the local horses, the ones that have, you know, been on the roads, they put them in a special area, and then they run through the auction first of all.
So because New Holland is like in the heart of Amish country. So all of the Amish people, what they do is they drive their older horses there, take off the harness, turn them in, and then buy a younger one. And the racetrack people are bringing down all the, you know, from New Jersey, bring down truckloads of standardbreds that are young. They'll throw a harness on these race horses and try to drive them home. That's the role.
Okay, that's what that, you got that in your book.
I think I have that in my book.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
That book is not bad book.
Which book? The Lost Horses or the other one?
No, I don't like that one. It's a Second Chance or something.
Oh yeah, that's the Second Chance.
It's a
Standardbred.
That's a standardbred. Yeah, that's a children's book available on Amazon.
That is a good book.
Yeah, and that's about a horse called Chance that we bought at New Holland auction on 3 legs. We got him back on 3.5 legs, and you know we drove around for a while, and he was good. Yeah, yeah, but he could only walk, so we would drive him around Meredith at a walk. So yeah, Gwen, my sister came and we drove him around it. We drove him around at a walk at Meredith. That was the car. So yes, so that's what's happening, and we're hoping to
have salad.
Have salad. Yeah.
No, in fact, it's crudités.
Crudités, yeah.
Crudités on Saturday night.
Right.
Lovely. Chopped up vegetables with ranch dressing. Okay.
That's what. Yeah, it's really like last time I went, I didn't eat properly because we were driving all day, and I just ate junk food. And then we got there, and I had a bunch of caffeine and a hamburger, and I don't even eat meat. I ate a hamburger.
Had fries.
Oh, and then we had the fries.
Yeah.
And then, but she got a little thing of vegetables because she knows I don't like to eat meat here, and I was like, that is not gonna. So I ate the hamburger and the French fries, and then we got back to the hotel, and I had a glass of wine, and because at the hotel you could buy a little bottle of wine, so I drank that, and I woke up with the worst headache in the morning. So
she had a massive migraine.
Yeah.
Massive
Yeah.
meeting.
So, anyways, I posted that link out there. On to the next topic, if that's.
And look at you, different glasses on today.
I know, yesterday or the other day, she had sparkles.
Apparently you're shaking them up.
Touching me.
Different glasses? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Had sparkles on the other day.
I get them all out of the box, you know. I take a number 300.
Oh, good to know.
I'm going to see if I can move the camera on.
That's what we all take then as a number 300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The communal number. Your eyes will fit into a 300 prescription. So, chocolate cake, good news, Janine will be here on Tuesday. Oh, we'll be back by
Well,
then.
I know.
Oh,
Immediately. when
just
I
in
thought,
time.
Like
The chocolate cake is coming
Oh,
on
the
Tuesday.
chocolate cake.
Stop.
Chocolate cake.
She is annoying.
Well, I left her for a couple hours today. And she has
You
now,
weren't supposed to do that?
I normally take her with me, but it was hot, I didn't want to leave her in the truck. And now she won't stop licking me.
Aww.
Oh, and that dog just licked my elbow. I don't know what it is. Most dogs hate me.
Have you been cuddling something odd?
Maybe she scrubs lemon
Chester.
salt.
Chester.
Yeah.
Well, that's odd.
Yeah.
Very odd. Okay, Elvis and Maybelline get grass, and the two horses and the mini horse get grass because they can cope with it. The donkeys don't get grass because have you seen the size of the donkeys?
Yes. Oh,
Sorry.
And the goats jump out.
And the goats. Well, the goats don't really need the grass either.
Do you
So,
want to tell them about your, speaking of jumping out, do you want to
Oh.
tell them about your past 2 nights?
oh yeah. Well, you know, I told you yesterday,
told me.
Corey was very excited about being able to use your emergency ropes.
Yes.
And I said to Corey, this is my fatal mistake. I said to Corey, do you know what? There's such a lovely breeze, the moon's out. Isn't this gorgeous with all the twinkling stars? And it's a really nice temperature. We should invert our days and we should come out at night time and forget this hot stuffy stuff. So I got a phone call on this thing again this morning at 3:27 and I went, oh look, it's Corey. And I was like, hi. And she's like, I've got the police here. And I'm like, no, this is like a bad dream. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And she said, so that, you know, there's horses out. And I'm like, oh, they're not ours. I said, ask the policeman what they look like. It's a brown horse. And I'm like, yeah, brown horses, 10 a penny. And she went, the other one? And he said, light brown, it's got a funny orange thing on its leg. And I'm like, no, that's Mavis. I said, that's Ted and Mavis. I'm like, no, Corey, they're ours. And she went, I know. They're in the next town over. They're in Middleton.
3 miles away.
Over 3 miles. By feet will tell you it's over 3 miles. So she said, I'm still in my nightdress. I said, I'm just going to get in the car. So I had no clean clothes. I put all my clothes for washing. You know, I'm on I'm on a reduced wardrobe. I put them all in the washing and I was going to dry them in the morning. So I had to put Nick's clothes on. and I met her.
Karen's shoes.
On Karen's shoes. And I met her down there. She'd driven to Middleton and I had just passed your old house actually.
Yeah, they went straight for the highway. Yeah, they left Meredith Farm,
Yeah.
beautiful rolling hills,
Yeah.
and headed straight towards 95.
Yeah.
This is confirming my theory of all animals are out to kill themselves. Yeah.
I know. So we got there, and there was 3 police cars. They'd gone to a farm who had horses, and they're standing there with them. And Ted's like, it was not me. And Mavis was like, I'm on it, Ted. Don't say a word. And the woman who's holding them, and thank you very much to that lovely woman. Thank you very, very much. The woman said, this one here, this is Mavis, is the ringleader. And I'm like, well, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Because Ted wouldn't think to do it. So I'm sitting there thinking, Janine's away. By the time you get the trailer put on I'm thinking, we're quick as just walking home. So I roped them up with yours, gave her halters back, and I'm walking down the road like this, boom, 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 and I want to tell you, I did 1 mile in 16 minutes with 2 mules. That was quite good because Ted was not moving.
Oh yeah, dragging.
So I'm pulling Ted this way and I'm pulling this one this way.
And what you should have done is tied Ted to Mavis and had Mavis pull Ted.
Exactly. So that was us and then we got back and I put them in the barn and gave them a stern talking to and put them in the barn and went to count sheep, goats, donkeys and horses. 2 goats are missing. Not the goat that got out last night. He was still there because he's not daft now. 2 goats were missing, 2 of the white goats. I'm like, Fantastic. So we got back home after 4 o'clock, about 4:30. We spent the rest of the time driving round in Corey's car, because I'd had to leave my car in Middleton. Driving round, she's watching the roads. I'm hanging out Corey's window with a bucket going, "Goatees! Goatees!" shaking the
At
bucket.
4 o'clock in the morning, 5.
Half 4 in the morning. And we started off when it was dark, and we finished by the time it got to about just when the Dunkin' Donuts opened down at the station. And so I'd gone round, so if anybody in Topsfield heard some odd people shouting, it was us. And we were totally sober as well. But we were coming back and we were like, oh, this is absolutely awful. These goats, we were so worried they'd been hit by a car, and we were quite despondent. At that point, we picked my car up, so we were going back in a convoy, and Corey phoned me and she said, "They're at the farm." I'm like, "You are joking." I'm thinking, did we miss the little stinkers? You're not going to believe what happened. These joggers had been out, and they were going round the road in one of the farms, and the goats had popped out. They were like, "Oh, thank God, humans!" They'd popped out from a garden. They were like, "We're lost. We'll just follow you." And so they were jogging, and they couldn't get rid of the goats, because the goats were like, you know, they go, "Bah!" They were like, "Wait for us." So the goats are jogging after them, and they're like, "Do you think they're from Meredith?" They got to Meredith. Corey and I pulled up, and the goats were like, "Oh, thank God, more humans," with food buckets. And they collapsed on the verge and lay down because they're so tired.
They had to jog.
And Corey said, I said, "Thank you so very much, Corey. I really appreciate this." And she said, "Just to let you know, I've got an appointment in Boston tomorrow, so we can't do this tonight." And I'm like, "Yes,
So
me
you know
neither."
where Mavis is tonight? I just dropped her off here. She's
Yeah,
going
oh God.
in stall in
I
jail.
have all your phone numbers. Right?
Yeah, no, you just need to listen.
I had-
She didn't even call me.
No,
Because I was in
do
Hamilton.
you know, and not only that, because this was the second night in a row,
Stop.
she went through 2 gates
Oh my god.
and a fence.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yes,
Mavis was on a roll last
Yeah,
night.
yeah. She was.
She has learned she can break stuff, but she
Oh.
can't get out of here.
Uh-huh. No. So as Corey's on the phone to the poor police officer, she opened the door. She said, "Were you here last night?" He went, "No, I was here, but it was my partner you were speaking to last night." So the man said, "Ask her for her phone number." And I'm like, okay. So I've had to give my phone number to the police. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah.
And in 3 years, we've never had anything like that happen at night time.
The last time it happened at nighttime, that was before you, and it was a mule.
Really?
It was a hinny. Again, Mavis is a hinny.
Yeah.
Ted is a mule.
Thanks.
And it made me cry. By like the 3rd night in a row, I got a call. I'm like, he's
Oh, I don't
standing
need to know about 3rd nights in a row because I will
Yeah.
cry.
up. Yeah. So,
Oh
I
dear.
guess it's not you, it'll be me this time.
yeah,
Excellent!
yeah,
You get the night off.
yeah.
Oh, honestly, I seriously, I'm so embarrassed speaking to those police officers.
It's like okay, one night, it's okay. You
Yeah.
get loose one night, but the
Second
next
night,
night
I
you're out
know.
there, it's a mule.
You
Yeah.
just
Once
look
they
like an
learn to
idiot.
get out of your paddocks, like if you go in the barn over at Meredith, all of the door handles are all broken because of Mavis.
Yeah.
I just got them all replaced from the one before her, and she's broken them all.
But you
she
know-
just
but-
bashes into it
She
with her
chest
her-
butts it.
Remember when
Does
you
that.
took Betty away that one day? She just pushed through. Well, there wasn't
Yeah,
much any of that.
yeah.
She just was like,
Yeah,
out of
That's
here.
her. But you know something? Ted was looking really sheepish. He was embarrassed.
I'm
Well,
sure
yeah.
he was.
Because he knows he was
Hanging out with
really
the guy.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
today I drive up to Meredith and they're both lying down. They're exhausted. I call Elizabeth, she's sleeping.
I was like, I've had it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Blisters.
They're resting up.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
no,
that's
no.
the problem.
Yeah. She's getting locked in the stall
Yeah.
and she's going to a secure mule place on
Okay.
She's going to become part of a mule herd, which is good.
Yeah, we're taking
Because I think
it.
that's what she needs.
I don't like to take good mules down. This place that's on the way down to Pennsylvania has like a metal fence that's about, it's probably a long 6 foot, but it's got 3 acres that are for jumpers.
That's where she's
So she'll
going.
go out there till she calms down.
Okay.
And then
There you
we'll
go.
get her back. But yeah,
Janine, did you do programming and coding at school?
I did.
Excellent. There you go. She did.
Yeah, I did that. Lots of programming and lots of coding. Can I do it now? Well, I mean, I guess I could if I had to. But I did, my PhD's from years ago, so it's really completely irrelevant.
Oh no. This is a
Did you
problem.
put that thing out there that we're supposed to find?
I have, what thing?
The auction site.
Yes,
so
I
you
did
can
put
watch
that
it.
out there.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, you see here's this lady Ducky Pa, and she is putting on chicken and parakeet and cockatiel costumes. Don't need to know, because Janine the other day was wearing. Remember, she was in her chicken suit.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah.
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 Ah,
Olaf has a matching chicken suit, believe it or not.
you guys
You're
gonna,
kidding.
so you're gonna
No.
So they'll do it on Halloween, right? They'll do it on Halloween on horses
Yeah,
like that, right?
Probably.
He did he went to a costume class with his horse.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he dressed up like a chicken. It was Thanksgiving, right? He was the chicken. Somebody else dressed up as a turkey, and they did the hunter pace.
Oh, that's really funny.
This is before me, and yeah. So
Okay.
he has a chicken suit.
Well, he's not all bad then, is he?
He's the only other person I know that actually has ridden a horse in a chicken suit.
You have a...
You have a rabbit suit too.
No, she had a chicken suit commercial we did.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did,
yes.
Yes.
And we didn't really know the details, and I threw her up on the horse to go gallop around the field, and I didn't realize that when she sat down, the suit came up, and
It
you
had
were blinded.
When you stood there, it had a little thing where you could see out. And then as soon as you sat down and put your legs to straddle a horse, the vision part went up here. And
That's right. So
the neck. I was getting smothered in the neck of the chicken
Oh
suit.
no.
Yep.
No,
Hang
yeah.
on, Janine!
Yeah.
They got the commercial.
And I didn't die.
You didn't die.
no. Exactly. No, the vet has not been out to see Delight yet. Janine is still convinced she's pregnant.
She's got to be pregnant. I'm going to go down there and shake her.
Yeah.
You know what I saw today on television? This guy had a kid about 8 years old who was very curious about putting his hand inside the cow. So they put a sleeve on the kid, and he very carefully, they had a cow in one of those staunching things. He very careful, and he put his arm in there and felt around, and I could feel it, you know. And then he came back out.
This kid's
is
gonna
8
be
years old.
Traumatized for life.
Yeah, he's going to be in therapy till he's 40.
Yeah.
And you won't be coming out.
Either that, he's going to become a gynecologist. Whichever.
Yeah, the only rational path for him is become a veterinary student.
He was very...
Can we get him up here?
Yeah, he's still.
Is
We need that kid.
Is he accurate?
We need a little arm.
So,
Oh, and then you were watching, we just came in and you were watching Dr. Paul and they were amputating
a hamster leg.
a hamster leg. Were they
leg.
getting a prosthetic limb for the
No,
hamster?
not prosthetic, we're just amputated.
You wonder what she does all day.
Oh, well, yeah. That's why we don't
I
have
come in
any,
and like-
that's why we don't have hamsters.
Well, I asked what you guys were watching because Elizabeth got sucked into it. I'm like, it's mail call. And they're both like, oh, we'll be there in a minute.
Do you know what? This is really terrible. I had a friend who was a novice hamster keeper, and his parents kept getting him hamsters for his birthday, and the blinking things they were hibernating.
They hibernate?
I didn't think hamsters hibernated.
I didn't either.
But he buried about 3 of them, and then he realised that the other one had gone into hibernation. But I didn't think that
They did
hamsters hibernated.
I don't know anything about hamsters.
No, me
I
neither.
didn't think they hibernate.
My mother, my friends went on vacation, and I had to look after my friend's brother's hamster, and he was very attached to it. And the day before they were coming back, we found it a wee bit cold and sort of like quite rigid in the cage.
Most of us would call that dead.
Yeah, not quite though.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was.
Okay.
And my mother's like, whiskey. She had a bit of water, tiny pipette. She massaged the blinking thing. We got it up and running, and it died when they came home. So that was great.
Get out.
Died in their house. Yeah.
Your mother?
I think it was intoxicated.
Okay. So that's where you come from.
Yeah.
We had a little
Whiskey
panda
land.
bear. Alright, that's maybe it's the way to do it. But we had a panda bear one. I don't know what. Somehow it ended up croaking, but it was really cute. That's why they only lived for like a little while.
Yeah.
It was just like heartbreaking to have.
Yeah.
They're so sweet, but I was like, no,
Yeah.
no.
No,
They lived for a
hamsters.
short time.
Hamsters are tricky.
They're very sweet.
Very
but
tricky.
No.
So
Too little.
I think just to clarify the rules for chat and the rules from YouTube. As far as
Are people asking
yes,
about that?
I've got two. I've got
What's the question?
What are the rules for chat? So basically, you have to abide by, as far as I'm concerned, YouTube.
There are no filtering.
There's no filtering. We don't censor. We don't. In fact, we very often are not on watching because we're chasing mules and goats. Really,
I know.
we're busy, and we just hope that people, follow. We're trying to build or continue.
Try civilized.
Yes,
Yeah, civilized, that's all
we're
we
trying
ask
to
for.
continue the community that you had before
Right.
on Explore, and
It's all
develop
right to have
that.
an argument, but have a logical, intelligent
Well, I
argument.
think
That's
that
all.
everybody's argument should go a little bit, but then they should all agree to disagree.
Yeah.
But I haven't been on them, but
No.
I'm hoping people just behave. 'cause
So
Yeah, for
nothing
crying
we're
out
gonna do
loud.
about it.
yeah, because we're adults, and
Well, maybe they're not all adults.
some of them might be goats. It's probably the blinking goats on causing trouble.
Yeah, the goats.
Not goats any longer,
Let's go.
honestly. But
Goats are like, the goats are abused.
I
Open
think
the gate.
what I was trying to explain today is one of the things that while I believe in free speech, and I also believe in debate. I think debate's very healthy. That's how we learn.
My mother likes a good argument.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I don't like a good argument.
I've been known in a debate to change sides without knowing it.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, that was a better.
That's problematic.
Yeah,
Yes.
when you start to win, you get bored, so she changed sides.
And argues against herself.
Yep, right goes to the other side.
That's a strategy.
Yeah, so the situation is, I don't think it's censored. I think we just are asking people to follow common sense. We're because we're Crazy Acres Animal Sanctuary at this precise moment in time. People watch what we say, and we have to be promoting a very particular. We have to be very careful what we say, because if we cause offence, we get into trouble, basically.
Right.
And we try very hard. No, I love a great debate. I'm afraid.
And I don't.
And you
I just
don't.
want to keep saying that I don't. I
Yeah,
don't like
you
all
don't.
this fighting.
No, but I think that sometimes you have to be able to clarify points, and you have to be able to highlight when things are not quite as accurate as they can be. Whether or not the person on the other side thinks that's the truth
Yeah.
or not, but at least you said it.
Right.
So, each to their own, I think, is
Yeah,
basically
we're
what
not
I'm
gonna-
saying, but we
never
can't
gonna say-
really.
No, I don't think we haven't blocked anybody. We don't do anything like
I
that.
blocked one.
Okay.
I blocked one person, and the reason I blocked that person is because they told someone online that they were watching them,
Okay.
and I didn't like that kind of chat
Okay,
because
so we blocked one person.
I
Yeah,
blocked one
yeah.
person.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if I blocked them for very long, but I did.
Okay.
Because you know me, I'm a bit of a numpty when it comes
so
to that.
if you're expecting us to come in and defend you or keep the chat.
No, we're too
it's not
busy
gonna-
chasing
yeah,
goats.
We got other things
Horses,
to do. So
yeah,
you're on
horses
your
and
own.
mules.
Who knows
Guys,
what else?
fight it out.
Yeah, and I think that the nature of online is you get trolly people who come over, and you just have to go, whatever floats their boat.
What do you always say, Mom? Allies are people with common enemies.
That's correct.
Yeah, I don't know if that pertains to any of this, but yeah, that's
It pertains to life in general,
yeah,
to countries.
right.
Yeah.
Allies are people with common enemies. Yep. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yoga goats are not big here, because have you seen our goats? I mean,
Yeah, they're
seriously,
just-
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
we'd
doing
flat.
The goat sweater's in the mail.
Did you get that
I
one?
did.
Are you sure it's the right size?
I'm
It's extra large. I don't know how much more we can go than that.
Right.
It's going to fit something.
Carly will be wearing it.
There you go.
Better
Carly, run away that day, okay?
Yeah, all right, I'll run.
Oh dear. It is. So we've just.
Oh, so we want to talk about the potential new name that
I'm
we
going to
have?
turn the TV off.
Okay.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, they're probably amputating more panda bears out there. We've come up with a name that we'd like
We
to
did.
throw out there as a suggestion. We've listened to all of yours, but nothing really popped. Nothing really got everybody excited on the same page. So we've settled on some. We liked everybody. Like you like charming, I liked colorful. Somebody else liked creative. Somebody else liked crafty. Blah blah blah. And we just kept arguing around, but we all seem to be okay with Goldie.
That's a good.
Yeah.
I think
So
that's-
we're
I think
thinking
that, yeah.
Goldie Farm.
Yeah, that's a
Yep.
good.
Goldie's
Yeah.
Farm
Without the apostrophe.
without the so it'll be goldiesfarm.com, and it will have the subtitle of, it'll be Goldie's Farm, Animal Sanctuary, and Veteran Retreat.
It's a good
And
name.
who?
And Veteran Retreat for 2024, but yeah.
Veteran Retreat.
Veteran Retreat.
Oh, Veteran
Veteran
Retreat.
Yeah, but that will be 2024. But we're thinking about Goldie's Farm.
That's a good
Goldie's
name.
Farm.
That's a good name.
So what will happen is we will have the.
I'm in the process of writing and trying to explain to new people what a Goldie's Farm. Goldie is. Goldie is the ghost of the left-hand drawer, and it was this drawer that one day stunk. The stench out of here was incredible, and I did everything. I washed it, I scrubbed it, I Cloroxed it, and I even washed the whole thing in anisette.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I chose anisette, but somebody said that'll kill it, you know. And anisette, and nothing would cure this horrible stench. It went on for about 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden it was gone. And I have no idea why. So I have decided that this was the ghost of the left-hand drawer. And that's how we got the name Goldie.
Not a fairy.
Not a fairy. It's not a fairy.
So now Janine has grown up thinking that it's a fairy and it's a ghost.
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
can,
a bit
you can
scary,
call it what
but-
you want, but I don't know what made
Yeah,
it.
it's the
But
ghost.
strange things happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so today I called on the septic systems to try to figure out whether they should get pumped down there and what should happen. The woman on the phone, we started chatting, and I don't even know how this came up, but she told me that her 27-year-old Belgian was getting put down this afternoon. And I was like, huh, that's really funny because we're going to New Holland auction on Monday. And she's like, oh, well, let me know if there's any Belgians down there.
And you're like, there's always Belgians
I mean,
there.
that's the weird, like,
Just think
this is
that-
some
That's
person.
the kind of thing that happens with Goldie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
funny coincidences.
I don't even know how it came up. Like, we're talking about the two different lots and where the septic system was, and
Yeah.
and she just thought of, I can't, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, you're putting your Belgian down today, and she's worried about her other horse because she has another horse. And I'm like, well, we're going to New Holland on Monday. You want me to pick you up something? So
There you go.
that was a very, very strange coincidence. So
I had one with purple frying pans.
A Belgian.
You know, it was an occurrence.
All right.
That I decided we need more frying pans for these things we go and do. I said, wouldn't it be nice to have purple frying pans? That mail opened two purple frying pans.
like it came that like a couple hours later, like
Couple
nobody
hours
could've-
later, no way it could have happened.
That's so
Yeah,
weird.
somebody decided to, yes, yes.
Yeah, see, things
So
do that.
anyways, that's why we're Goldie's Farm, because Goldie
That's what it
is
Our lucky charm.
Ah,
our
there
lucky
you go.
charm.
See?
our lucky charm that oversees the farm and
There you
connects
go.
all these.
Yeah, keeps
So,
us,
yeah, so
keeps
when,
us going forward.
That's
keeps
what
us
I need.
going forward,
There you
Yeah.
go.
yeah.
So there we
Sometimes
are.
has very unusual suggestions.
Yes.
There you go.
There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with unusual.
No?
Yeah.
No.
Why did I choose anisette? Because Ann Getchell told me that they use anisette on the drag.
Yeah.
For the hunt,
We
yeah.
do,
For the
yeah.
hunt.
Do they still do that?
They were. I don't know if they still are. We use that.
Does that not stink?
It's you can buy it. It's like the baking good. It has a different smell. I mean,
Right.
you can't. I mean, it's all
That,
mixed in. It's really
and the
good to sell
fact
in
that
auction, right? If you get good
All those
auction.
Santa Clauses that I hauled with the donkeys into these
Yeah.
ballrooms and they all smell of anisette.
Yeah, anisette's a liquor, right? Because
Yeah.
Eugene used to
It's
drink it.
that, and I
then-
think it's also. Is it all? It's in the baking goods section,
I
right?
have no idea.
I know they have something for baking. I went one time into Crosby's to get. Maybe it is a liquor. I don't know. They have a
The
baking.
liquor.
Maybe, yeah,
The
I guess
liqueur.
so. Yeah, maybe.
Liqueur. That's liqueur.
Aniseed flavored. Is it aniseed
Yeah,
flavored?
could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was something you would get out of the.
It's like licorice.
It was like this big.
It had a very strong smell.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could. I really could only smell.
But
the
the
box
drawer
because
didn't
we
even
really
smell
didn't
like
smell-
anisette.
Yeah, you couldn't smell.
That's
I know it
because
was-
Goldie drank it.
yeah, she thought it was great.
It's never been the same since.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
right.
drank it
She,
and lost her
she got
wine.
drunk and that was it. She left.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was it.
So Janine, Henny Penny drawing,
Mm-hmm.
date and the chickens.
Henny Penny drawing, we're gonna do it when we'll do it on September 15th,
Yes.
and we'll do it. chicken board again? Because that was kind of fun.
What
And
day
we have
is
the
September
chickens.
the 15th?
We could do a chicken race.
Oh my God, have you seen the
God.
chickens?
Go teach them, quick, go teach them to race, and we can do a chicken race.
They're useless. Oh, do you know, I went out there today. Remember I phoned you and I said we were going to go and do an outside mail chat. And I said, no, I've had a tornado warning on my phone. I take it seriously and it's going to rain. And I came up here and all the chickens had taken themselves into the chicken hut.
Yeah.
And I went, they'd all taken themselves inside.
They were all outside
They're
this
predicting
morning.
rain. We have got weather predicting
Chicken.
chickens
There's money in that, you know.
Yeah.
They probably do a better job than
us.
Yeah.
than the Weather Channel.
Yeah.
Yep, excellent.
Well, they've been going in and out of there today.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
think we should do. Should we do the board?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's only 350.
300. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Look
we'll
at
do the
that.
board until Goldie comes up with something else.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Darts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes. Yep. So we're good on that.
Darn.
Yeah.
How could
350.
How could I forget?
Yeah. If that board
The
sells out, I
longest-
might bump it up a little
The
bit.
longest recorded laugh in television history.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Was the guy throwing an axe
Oh.
on the Johnny Carson show? And he had a picture of a man who threw the axe,
Uh-huh.
and it hit right where it should have hit. Very funny. And Johnny just very quietly and quickly said, "I didn't know you was Jewish." That is the longest recorded laugh in television history, and I believe it.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
So we're thinking the
Who was the guy
15th.
that threw it? He was a cowboy type. He
Okay.
threw an axe. You know. Oh, perfect.
So the problem is, what happens if it's a Wednesday, the 15th?
Oh.
See, that's
Okay. Okay. So let's not do it. Let's do the second. Well, we don't want to do the. We don't want to
I
interrupt.
don't want to upset.
Oh,
down
well,
the
we
hill.
started. Let's do September 1st then. September
Right.
1st.
Okay.
my birthday, October 1st.
That yours. We're talking about September 1st. We're not talking about October. Oh no, the first of every month. No, the first weekend in every month. Because the
Yeah.
Service Star Project. Well, they're not even doing that anymore.
No, they're doing something different. That'll
But,
be fine.
but they're still doing.
They did the first Sunday of the month.
Okay.
We could do the first Saturday. Mind you, we
So
sometimes
let's do
get
the
busy.
last because
Yeah.
let's do the last so that we
Yeah.
don't interrupt with them. We've been getting well. Lynn's not been here. We've been getting along really nicely with everyone.
I know, everyone's very calm.
Yeah,
very
everybody's
quiet.
really quiet, and I had a nice chat with somebody today.
And they were just,
And I
everyone's
spent the
just
rest
I
of
sent that woman down. I wonder if she got a puppy.
No, she didn't. She came out very quickly.
Yeah. She ran out. She's like, I'm running.
Yeah. People have been nice
Everyone's been pretty quiet and happy.
over the past couple days. I've noticed that. You've
Yeah.
noticed. We all talked about it.
Yeah.
How people have been nice. That's really unusual. The dogs all still hate me, but the people have been nice. I don't know what it is. Even your dogs. I put my finger in there. Your little dog
Oh,
like he was going to bite me.
Stella, she's a shit. She's a little shit.
That is true with her.
I don't know why all
Just
the
wear
dogs.
jar twice.
Right? She's just a brat.
Okay, all
No,
right.
she's a brat.
I was like, well,
It's not-
I
it
know,
has
I
nothing to do
understand
with you.
all Great Danes. And
No,
the other
she's
one
just
was
a-
nice.
Stuart's good. It's just
But so
Stella.
it wasn't just
it's,
me.
No, it's not you.
Okay,
It's just
all
Stella and over the fence. But I have
Yeah.
I have to get them a different water bottle because they by the time it hit 1 o'clock
Oh.
they were.
So your mum said. So Jerry says anisette is licorice flavoured. Yuck. Yes, yuck indeed.
Yeah.
And your mum says it's a liquor and it's a spice. I think it is. It's a licorice
Carly's
shape.
mother.
Aniseed, your mother. Yes.
Yeah, Stella's she does that to
So
everyone.
what do we do about the name change? What do you put on a donation check this month?
We'll
Okay.
cash anything.
Yeah, so it's gonna take, we have to, again, we have to file.
Change
I
it.
did this when I started Equine Rescue Network, because I started it as a local rescue called Hope for Horses, and then you just have to file something with the Attorney General, and that doesn't take very long. So for right now, until the name is officially changed, just do
Crazy Acres Farm.
Crazy Acres Farm. But okay, so by October 1st, we'll be Goldie's Farm
Yeah.
instead of Crazy Acres. And we're doing this because the word crazy does not, it's not,
It doesn't sound well with the insurance company.
yeah.
Oh, it doesn't help that either.
No,
But we've always been Crazy Acres.
I know it. And I've always had that insurance
Yeah,
for 50 years.
yeah, and now, it just.
It's a
in
long
today's
time,
world,
and
it's
I've
like
got a good record so
Goldie's,
far.
Goldie's a better choice for all of
Yes.
us, yeah,
Yeah.
so.
We'll take her forward with us.
You know, we're take, yeah, we need all the, we need, I was gonna say, yeah, we need a,
A guiding drawer.
yes, we are all, we're like a cult that we are guided by a drawer.
A drawer.
Drawer.
That's really worrying.
I know.
It goes to
Kind
the
of makes
left and
sense,
the
everything that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me. Okay, just so you know, the Henny Penny board is down.
What did you do?
Penny board is down?
The Henny Penny board is
Is
down.
it full?
No,
No.
she's broken it.
I don't know why it would be
And the
down.
dog that's snoring is actually Larky. He's
Yeah.
doing a jolly good job of
Why
snoring.
is the Henny Penny board? I don't know why. I understand the cameras go down, I think, because of IP. We don't have a static. We have a dynamic IP address, so the password changes. That's why it goes down.
Oh, it's made from the vegetable. This anisette is made from the vegetable anise. Oh, I like that cooked.
Okay, it says Mosaic is down, not the board.
All right. Okay. It wasn't our fault then,
Yeah.
basically, is what we're saying.
It's funny because I saw another. Okay,
So how many?
if I go to
Yeah, absinthe. Ugh, that's horrible.
yeah, let's see if the Service Dog Project Chicken Bricks is down too. Because if Mosaic down, okay.
Charlie, what dogs do you have?
Yep, it's not me. This time it's not me.
Yay!
The other board's down too.
There are 2 American foxhounds that are retired. Oh, yeah, one is. Both are retired.
What? That's really interesting because there's Equine Rescue Network has been down today too.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's a
I have a theory on why that's down.
Because of the
Why?
weather.
Because I called the other day to when I was setting up some stuff on the Crazy Eight, Donkey Derby site, and I made some changes to the I don't know. I made some changes to the GoDaddy that does all the hosting, and I think I screwed something up with. I shouldn't. I should actually. I haven't studied any of this stuff.
you've
I
got a
just
degree
have.
for that.
I don't have. I have a degree from before the internet.
You've got a
So-
doctorate for that.
Yeah, but it was before the internet.
That's
So.
okay. Oh, and the Italian version of anisette is sambuca.
Oh, Sambuca.
Flaming sambucas. They're very dangerous.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah. Those are the ones that when you drink them after you've blown the flame out, that if you have water on top of them, they sort of like become all alcoholic and awful again. They're the gift that keep giving. Is that not sambucas? They're horrible.
What is the one that sangrias? That's wine based.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh
sangria?
yeah, with fruit in it. That's
Fruit in
nice.
it.
Those are good.
That's
Those
nice.
are nice.
That's like a dessert.
Those
Yeah.
are nice.
Yeah.
An alcoholic
Okay.
dessert.
Yeah.
That's a
So
good one.
here we go. Oh, and the Greek version is ouzo. It's ouzo.
Ouzo is bad.
That's the bad one.
That's
That's
the
the
bad
one when
one.
you drink water on top of it. It sort of like reignites the whole thing.
There's something. There's another one. What? Golden Schlager or something like that? No.
Goldschlinger.
Goldschlinger. Yeah,
Goldschlinger.
that's a.
Mm,
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
yeah.
Okay.
Aren't you all glad you tuned in to us today?
I know.
Yeah, like, this is a good.
We'll have to get a sample of each for tomorrow.
Yeah, really.
I'll do
It
that.
is Friday.
It's
Is it?
Thursday.
It is.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
tomorrow
is
Friday. We'll have to
Friday.
go to the
Yes.
liquor store and get
Yeah,
one of
okay.
each.
We'll be doing shots tomorrow.
Friday night.
Or we could get some vanilla ice cream and pour it over the top because it's still warm. Because that
Okay.
stuff's hot.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What's the one you pour into the pork chops at night?
Oh, brandy.
Brandy.
It's very nice. Calvados.
I like port.
Calvados.
I like port.
Yeah, that's port's nice.
When I went to Ireland one time when I was
Port's very
years
nice.
ago to go fox hunting. We hunted 6 days in a row. I was there for 7 days. And when they go fox hunting in Ireland, it starts at the pub.
Yeah.
And everybody gets to the pub at 10 o'clock. The hunt doesn't go off till like 12,
Yeah, they
but
just
they tell you
drink.
you have to be there at 10 and you have nothing to do. And they give you warm, and it's cold, they give you warm port
It's
with
lovely.
sugar.
And a bit of lemon.
Oh, it's delicious.
Mhm.
It's delicious. And then,
I expect you to ride in the hunt.
yeah,
And then
you're
it's
waiting for your
everybody
horses to show up because I don't own any horses over there. You have to rent the horses for the day. And they come with a big lorry. Is it the lorry? That's what they call
The
it?
lorry,
right?
yeah.
Lorry.
The horse
And it
lorry.
looks- the guy, I'm with a bunch of Americans on this American trip. The guy comes up with, he's got 15 horses, and there's 15 Americans waiting for our horses. We've been drinking for the past hour or an hour and a half. And he he puts the ramp down,
Yeah.
and all the horses are loose in the inside, all tacked up with bridles and everything.
Yeah.
They just start jumping out. Pretty much whatever you caught.
Yeah.
He rode. I swear to God, he loaded half the horses, drove down the street, hit the brake, and then
The
they
rest
loaded
came
the other
out.
half. They were stuffed in there.
I know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
So, but that port, I'll never forget that. delicious.
It is absolutely lovely.
And they
chocolate.
stir it with a little cinnamony thing.
Yeah, stick.
A
Cinnamon
stick.
stick.
Yeah.
They must do that so you jump everything out there, huh?
Oh yeah. So
It's
when you
supposed to-
fall off, you bounce.
Yeah, you bounce, right?
Yeah, because you're oblivious, you're relaxed,
That's
aren't
right,
you?
yeah, it doesn't matter.
And a wee bit warm.
They give you a horse, and every horse has a strap on it. So you just hold on to the strap. It's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
They're like, don't touch the reins, just hold the strap.
I just remember the picture of Phil coming by. His whole face was bloody and stuff because the horse hit his head and the tree branch. And by the time we got the picture from him and Susan, he was like, "Yep, back in the pub." He was pouring blood. Like his blood was pouring back on someone else because he just kept going. They're like, "Here, have my strap," because it's just pouring back on someone galloping.
Oh,
But-
yeah, nice, yeah. It's
That's
crazy.
how it works around.
Ed Ames was the man with Johnny Carson.
Ed Ames, right.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
something.
Man that's good with axes, or not, if you're a gentleman, at which point he's not very good with
Maybe not
axes.
such a good
That
idea.
was funny. They just people.
I'm gonna Google that now.
That's funny.
Oh, that kept going.
Oh, in England
Johnny
you get...
came up with it so quickly, though. I
Yeah.
didn't know he was Jewish, and he just.
That's so funny.
In England, apparently, you get mulled wine before a hunt, but we always did a port cup.
What's the difference between mulled?
Mulled wine is a wine, and port is port.
Port's good.
Port's far,
yummy.
far,
Port's
far
great.
more
Yeah, port's
alcoholic.
much
Yeah,
better.
and port's really fattening too.
Yeah,
It's
very-
delicious.
It's
Oh.
very
Do you know when
delicious.
I was born, my uncle bought a bottle of 1970s rare port, and I had to keep it until I was 40, and then it matures, and I kept that all through my teens and 20s. I took that bottle everywhere with me. Every house move, my bottle intact. On my
Really?
40th, I opened it, strained it, and I shared it. I didn't drink it myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it was very tasty. Very tasty.
And that was port?
Port,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Coburn's port.
mulled wine, is that like a...
So it's we put warming spices through wine.
Okay.
Huh.
What,
And-
red
and-
wine?
Yeah,
What kind of red wine?
one that's red coloured.
Okay, good. That's what
I don't think I suppose quite a full-bodied one, because you put lots of spices and you can put orange slices
Okay.
and cinnamon sticks.
Okay, so but what's back to the sangria?
yeah, we are, but warm,
Basically, yeah.
warm,
Oh.
because you know what the weather's like in yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, I know the Bay City. Did you have the Bay City rollers here?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know what there was a song they
The
sang.
song. Oh, yes.
What is the song?
This one's called Saturday Night, but you had one of
Something
Shine
like,
a
go,
Light.
go, Saturday night.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I grew up with them. That's really funny. It's a blast from the past. What did Carlene like a little drink of once in a while?
Blueberry brandy, is that what you were drinking?
Blackberry brandy.
Blackberry
Oh,
brandy.
No, but the drink that I had was the Southern Comfort
For
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Oh, nice.
That's good on.
Or an old, did you ever drink old fashions?
Yeah.
You went through, she
I
went
like the
through,
brown.
Brown drinks.
Brown things.
Yeah.
Scotch, bourbon, stuff
Yeah.
like that. I don't like the white
Yeah.
gin vodka.
No.
Excellent.
Gin makes you cry, apparently. It's called Mother's Ruin.
Really?
Ah,
What?
gin is called Mother's Ruin.
That's funny.
Makes you
Mother's-
cry. Mother's
Ah,
Ruin. R-U-I-N.
Really?
Ah,
Yep. Apparently.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
interesting.
The auction will be round about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. It depends on how quickly they get through there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Use tack,
Oh,
fly
okay.
swats.
Yeah, in the southern states, and it starts in like Pennsylvania. Maybe I've seen it in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I've seen it in South Carolina. They have these weird auctions, and everybody, especially in South Carolina, everybody flocks to this auctions in these real rural communities.
Yeah.
And it's like they bring a picnic, they have bands, and then they auction off all their junk, and like your neighbors buy your, then bring. They're sitting there like they'll auction off a roll of toilet paper, and they just. And so at this auction, they auction off. Just someone will come in there with a big box of, I don't know, GI Joe.
Yeah,
Or
bizarre
gloves.
things.
Yeah, or like work gloves, or
Buckets.
buckets, brooms, and it goes on for hours. And they sit there and they haggle over a
Yes.
pair of workers' gloves.
Oh, wow. That's why we never know when the
And
horse
it's like a little
auctions...
bit of a comedy show. If you're sitting in the
Uh-huh.
auction, you get into it a little bit. And this has to go on And then after they bring the horses in and they start doing it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fine.
but that's why sometimes. Remember one time we missed the whole donkey procedure because it had run. It wasn't going its usual time and it had finished short.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
we were like, "Where are the donkeys?" We were
True.
like, "We've missed," and that we'd gone down for donkeys. We were like, "We've missed all the donkeys."
Yeah, donkeys go first.
Yeah, no. So we've been caught out with that before.
I'll also put on, if you look at, it's a Lebanon livestock auction,
Mhm.
and that's, you can go in and see the horses. They post some of the horses that are
Yeah.
going through too.
Yeah, and the
Sometimes they have a cow, sometimes they have a goat and stuff. Yeah.
That's
Sometimes
funny.
they have a zebu.
Yep, yep.
yes, those common equine. Things
Yeah.
like that. No, and I don't think the goat's going out tomorrow. He's going out next week. Is that correct?
Right, they had COVID.
They have COVID.
Yeah, and we don't want the goat getting COVID.
Don't want that.
No.
Or us.
No. That would be awful.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of COVID being around at all, have you?
not that much.
No, but in a nursing home it matters.
Yeah.
But not here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
not.
I haven't even heard it being.
No. I think it's come back up in another incantation.
Probably the
Uh-huh.
heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Warmer
So people are
weather.
just not dying and sick of it the way that,
It used to be.
No.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised when I heard COVID, but I guess I was like, well, there's probably old people
Yeah.
that are highly.
Beg your pardon?
young people.
What?
No, you didn't hear me.
She didn't say.
It's the goats.
The
We're
goat.
talking about goats, Mom. Keep
Oh,
up, keep up.
goat.
So
The old goat.
The old
the older
goat.
The old
goats.
goat.
Yeah, we get out of that.
so we won't know what our bid number is until we get there.
Yeah, we're not giving out our bid number because
No,
you
but
bid
if people-
online.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's lethal.
Yeah, they'll start bidding and be like, oh, this is for Janine, just have her pick it up.
That'll be good. You'll have like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could really get into trouble with
Yeah,
that.
that's-
No, I don't want to get, after having you chase around 2 nights in a row
Yes.
with animals, I'm
Yes.
feeling a little stressed, even though
Yes.
I slept through both nights perfectly.
I am
Yes.
just so lucky I don't have to go out. I used to have to do this.
I don't remember when you ever had to do it. I remember when I had to do it. Oh, your horses got loose a couple of years ago, and I wasn't here. Yeah, remember your horses got loose when you had, what was it?
Well, I will say what did cross Corey's mind and my mind around about 3:30 this morning when it was still dark. I thought maybe Carlene could do the other end of Topsfield because I'm sure she's up.
Yeah.
And she's up to
I'm
that.
like, we'll meet
Yeah.
you in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Goat-
look for white things in the dark.
Yeah, goats don't go that far though.
Well, that's what I thought as well. But honestly, we were around every road shaking that bucket, and they were, you know how they go "Ah," all the time. They all hear those
Yeah.
goats. I couldn't hear a thing, and
I
it
wish
was
I had a camera on that one.
it was so bizarre. It was
Yeah.
awful, and then we passed. It was really terrible. We were we'd got to, it was then daylight, and we're driving down the road outside where your house used to be, and there's a white tarp that's wrapped around the, the sort of barrier at the side. And Corey went, "Do you see it?" I went, "Oh, oh, oh." I'm like, "Oh, look, it's a tarp. It's fine. It's not a goat."
Yeah. I don't worry, to be honest, I don't worry when the mules
No.
or the goats get loose because they're not going to run out in front of a car. They
Yeah.
might be found standing in the middle of the road or walking into the middle of the road, but you're going to see it. But with horses, they will come out of nowhere and run
Yeah.
right in
Yeah.
front of your car.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, I mean, they went a long way. They probably left at 9 and they walked the entire
They
way.
left at 1. They were spotted leaving at 1.
At 1.
At 1. Well, do you know the other thing?
But I bet they weren't running. I bet they were just walking.
Ted was exhausted, okay?
Ted was exhausted before he
Well,
went
do you
back.
know what actually really worried me is, how at night time they do all the work on the interstate?
Oh, yeah.
So they had all the big bright lights
Oh, they
on
were
the
the
slip
big-
road down in Masco, and I'm thinking those flaming goats, you know what they're like? They're totally people orientated,
They'll be like-
and I'm like, they'll be like, got any food? And I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
oh
no,
god.
no, the workers down there, they'll be in their lunch boxes.
I know exactly, and I'm like, we're going to be in so much trouble because those goats get into everything.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
all these guys are going to go hungry because our goats.
I know. At which point I'll be like, I've never seen those goats before.
Yeah.
Nope,
That's funny.
the mules are mine.
Yeah.
Not
I
a
don't- I
problem.
don't even claim the mules.
No, I tell you. But everybody was very good-natured. Because you've just got to have a sense of humour, haven't you?
Yeah, you get
Yes,
At
that's
that time in the morning.
yeah.
Either that or-
Well, the police around here usually when they catch stuff, they're really good about it.
Yeah, they were super.
They used to call me.
Yeah. Oh, I get
We
calls.
can arrange that
No.
for you.
Just
I'm
now.
surprised if people. I get calls every time a donkey gets loose on the North Shore.
And where?
And on the North Shore,
Really?
they're like, your donkey's loose.
Yeah.
Like, and usually it is related to me somehow. But yeah.
Well, do you know the funny
But
thing?
I keep my phone downstairs now. Just for that reason.
Do you know the funny thing though? The man, so the mules got out at 1 o'clock, and the police officer said to me, "Yeah, we've been calling farms since 1." I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I got a call from Corey at 3:30 when they found her, and we realised they were ours. They must have been calling all these people. How furious would you be getting wakened up?
Yeah, if everyone had called me, which I don't think, but I've gotten calls before and gotten out of bed and gone to catch somebody else's mule
Yeah.
or donkey.
You see,
yeah.
I would probably go too.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that there's probably some of ours involved somehow.
Yeah. Loose horses, I really.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a reason that we fenced in this whole property
Yeah.
at one point.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah. And Memzaic's back.
Okay, I fixed it already.
See, look
That's
at that.
amazing.
Look
There
at
you
that.
go.
That's super.
Sorry, Don.
Oh my gosh, it's 6:01.
Okay.
Yeah.
it's-
Right.
Yeah. all right.
Well, so that's us. We're so organised now.
601.
Yeah, it's 6:01.
Yes.
601. Somebody says that in a movie. It's that French movie about the prisoner, and his number on him is something
601.
around 601.
All
The
right.
way you said that, it was just.
I think you're a little late to pick up.
Okay.
your daughter.
What was it?
Just a touch.
Schindler's List? Schindler's List?
Schindler? Yeah.
No.
I don't think that was a French
This is
movie.
a French. Oh, the French Revolution.
All
or
right,
something.
it'll come to you at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, sure.
Let us know then.
And I,
Toby, I'll-
Yeah.
for a while, I had that number.
She'll
I
be
was
very
gonna-
important.
She'll be right up your beard. Then we back up. She can hold one of them.
601.
Was it a song?
It's in the song.
Oh,
No.
Ah.
sounds like a rap song.
I feel like we're sometimes my mother's, you watch a musical and then all of a sudden you break into a show tune.
I know. There you go.
Can't remember it.
So let's call it before she starts singing.
Oh, yeah, quick.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
I'll have it tomorrow for you.
Yes,
Yeah.
at 2.